I thought she got fouled. I think it's pretty egregious what's been happening to us the last few games. A minus 31 free throw discrepancy. And I might be able to understand it if we were just chucking threes, but we're not. We're attacking the rim. And the disrespect right now for our team has been pretty unbelievable. So it's disappointing, that it doesn't go both ways, or it hasn't gone both ways. But we also can't allow that to consume us, right? Like, we've got to be able to play through that. We've got to be able to control the things that we can control.
Wow. Just wow. The Indiana Fever got robbed in the final seconds against the New York Liberty, and their head coach Stephanie White is fed up with the officiating. A controversial no call on Caitlin Clark, a massive free throw disparity, and a blown 12-point lead? This game had it all. Let's break it down. Was this a case of bad reffing, or did the Fever choke? Stick around because this analysis is going to be juicy. Okay, let's start with the play that's got everyone talking. 2.2 seconds left, Fever down 2, and Caitlin Clark gets the inbound pass at half court. Natasha Cloud swipes the ball. Clark immediately reacts like she got fouled, but the refs swallow their whistles. Game over. Now, watch this replay. Pause. Look at Clark's arms. Was there contact? Absolutely. Was it enough for a foul? The Fever say yes, but the refs disagreed. And Coach White? She was livid. After the game, Coach White didn't hold back. She called the officiating egregious.
I thought she got fouled. I think it's pretty egregious what's been happening to us the last few games. A minus 31 free throw discrepancy. And I might be able to understand it if we were just chucking threes, but we're not. We're attacking the rim. And the disrespect.
And pointed out the huge free throw gap. Fever with just 15 attempts, Liberty with 32. And she's got a point. Indiana attacks the rim more than most teams, so why aren't they getting calls? White said it's about disrespect and consistency. And honestly, she might be onto something. In their last 2 games, the Fever have been outshot at the line by a combined 55-30. That's now. Let's be fair. Bad calls aside, the Fever blew a 12-point lead in the 4th. The Liberty went on a 16-2 run in just 4 minutes. That's on Indiana's defense. Aaliyah Boston admitted they missed easy buckets and got a finish through contact. But here's the question. If the refs had called that foul on Clark, would it have masked their collapse? Or was this game stolen from them? Drop your take in the comments. This isn't the first time Caitlin Clark's gotten fewer calls than she deserves. Rookies often don't get superstar whistles, but when it costs games, that's a problem. The Fever are 2-2 now, and if they want to compete for a playoff spot, they need fair officiating. But, hey, maybe this lights a fire under them. Next up, the Chicago Sky, and they'll be watching the refs closely. Let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets shocking. Over the last 4 games, the Fever have been outshot at the free throw line by a combined 55-30. Gosh, that's not just bad luck, that's a pattern. And here's the kicker. Indiana is top 3 in drives to the rim this season, while New York lives on mid-range jumpers. So why are the Liberty shooting double the free throws? Coach White called it disrespect.
Attacking the rim, and the disrespect right now for our team has been pretty unbelievable.
But the league? Crickets. Caitlin Clark gets treated like a rookie when she's clearly a superstar. WNBA refs are the Liberty's 6th player. Even NBA players weighed in. Trae Young tweeted, "No way, that's not a foul." And the Fever's own Aaliyah Boston liked a post calling the refs sus. When your own players are subtweeting the league, it's bad. Yes, the refs were questionable, but the Fever's 4th quarter meltdown can't be ignored. Turnovers, rushed shots, and defensive breakdowns let the Liberty back in. Here's the key stat. Indiana shot 1 for 8 during New York's run. Clark forced a couple of hero ball threes, and Boston missed 2 point-blank layups. Even with bad calls, championship teams close this out. The Fever, they're still learning. So where does Indiana go from here? Their next 3 games are against the Sky, Sun, and Mystics, all winnable if they clean up late-game execution. But the bigger question, Will the league address the officiating? The Fever's front office could file a complaint, but history says the WNBA rarely admits mistakes. For now, the message is clear. Finish stronger and stop leaving games in the refs' hands. Let's address the elephant in the room. Is Caitlin Clark getting the rookie treatment? Watch these two plays back to back. Here's Diana Taurasi last season. Slight arm graze, whistle blows. Now here's Clark getting mauled. Silence. The WNBA needs its young stars to thrive, but if refs keep swallowing their whistles, what message does that send? Earn your stripes? Or we only protect the OGs? Now, let's give the Liberty their due. They're champs for a reason. Stewart was unguardable down the stretch. And Natasha Cloud? That strip on Clark was technically clean. No call was the right call? Here's the debate. If this happened to Sabrina Ionescu, would New York be screaming, "Foul"?